Why would you want to be with somebody who slaved your peoples?
Right.
Had them enslaved. Why would you want to be with them?
Right.
You need to get past the superficial surface of his skin color. I don't care if he's purple, polka dotted, fucking lime green. He needs to be able to actually provide security, the lifestyle that you will need, that your children will need. Love is not enough. The color of his skin is not enough.
Wagwan, welcome back to my YouTube space. Now, before I dive into the videos of today, or the video I'm going to share to you today, tell me on the comment section, do you support interracial marriages? Or what do you think of interracial marriages? Because some communities or some people are for no, and some people, they support it. So the video I'm going to show you today, or we are going to react today, is about, I don't know if she's a Jamaican or American black. She is saying that she's not for interracial marriages. And she has raised her own reasons, and it's legit reasons by me. And she will not even like her sons or daughters to marry from other race. Okay? And before you dive into that, I want to show you videos too of young ladies who are saying that there's no need to marry a black man. Go for other race so that you can enjoy. Okay? So let's dive into these videos and see ourselves.
Would you tell black kids today to stick with their own race? Yeah.
Even if in a racial relationship, I never believed in it because the Father showed me. Why would you want to be with somebody who slaved your peoples?
Right.
Had them enslaved. Why would you want to be with them?
Right.
So I never liked it. I never agree with this interracial relationship with people. They can't tell you, only like me and you,
right.
Either you and your wife.
Right.
Y'all can console because y'all know what's going on or what has happened.
Right.
You understand each other. But a different race ain't gonna understand the pain and stuff you went through where you suffered with their people.
Right.
They don't know. If you tell them something, they might feel bad, but they can't feel it in heart of what you went through,
right?
Of what our foreparents went through,
right?
Like the police, how they beat them and shoot them down for no reason. You see, they don't have to experience that because they don't do that to their kids, to their race,
to their own people, yeah. It's like even when you talk about it, a lot of them try to act like it don't exist, like it's not real, like we just making it up.
And they say we racist because we bringing it back to past. They didn't do it to me. We weren't in slavery.
Right.
We still in slavery. We just don't know it.
Yeah. Exactly.
We don't know nothing.
Yep.
We can't go certain places. If you go to the store, they follow you around and accuse you, stealing this, and then they call the police. Well, you argue with the police, they ain't gonna listen to you.
Nope.
They're gonna take you on to jail, beat you up, shoot you. He got a gun.
Yeah. So when people read in the Bible that when Christ come back, he gonna put us in charge, how does that make you feel?
Good. I wish I would be able to see some of the people who get how he destroy them, how they gonna get punished.
Right.
And then I want to, but how type of heart I am. If they be my maid or something like that. From the type, you have to change my heart because my heart is too soft, and I'll still give him the right work. If you do this, you mind doing that.
You gonna be nice to them.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to treat them the way they treated us.
Right. So. The beauty and what you just said is so heavy, and that's why the Lord gonna put us in charge because we don't have the same type of evil in our hearts.
Welcome back. Now, the videos I'm going to show you right now is about these ladies who are saying that you don't have to marry a black person. They are black and they don't want to marry a black man. They want to go for another race so that to experience. Okay, let's watch it and then we come back.
If you are a black woman for the love of God, please be open-minded.
I'm a black creator that only dates white guys. I've never dated a black guy. My name is Sierra, and I help women embrace self-love to attract true love. I have been saying this with my full chest for a long time. We need to stop this narrative of we need to save black men. We need to preserve black love. No, if you want to date for marriage, you need to date for values. You need to be with a man that is a protector and a provider. Like this shit about you can only be with a black man, that was some idea created to keep you down and single. Let me tell you where that mentality will get you. My mom believes in that mentality. It got her in her first failed relationship, me, which she had out of wedlock, and that guy has still not pulled his life together since. Her second relationship, which was an actual marriage, also failed, and you know, my beautiful siblings came out of that, but that guy still cannot protect and provide for himself or his family. You need to date the man that can actually take care of you, not just, oh well, he's black. That's so stupid. You need to get past the superficial surface of his skin color. I don't care if he's purple, polka dotted, fucking lime green. He needs to be able to actually provide security, the lifestyle that you will need, that your children will need. Love is not enough. The color of his skin is not enough. That's not going to pay your bills. So get out of this mindset of, oh, well, we need to preserve black love. No, we need to preserve family units that are actually healthy, where kids are loved, they're safe, they can grow up in healthy home environments, pursue all the dreams and activities that they want because money is not an issue. That's what you should be aspiring to do, okay? As someone that came from a broken home, I don't give a shit what color my dad is. What would have mattered is if he was actually able to protect and provide and care for the family. That is the role of the masculine.
I haven't had that issue with Caucasian men. Sex was never brought up. They just wanted to just love on me. And I mean, to the point where like, I dated this one guy and he would pick my food up from the table and carry it to my car. He would hold the door for me. When I got in the car, he would close the door. He would get on his side, like.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
'Cause I think.
Welcome back. I will not say what I think of, because I respect your views. I respect if you support interracial marriages. I respect if you don't support interracial marriages, because for me, I am a Pan-African. And you know where I may lie. Try to guess on the comment section where I may lie on this. Do I support or do I not support? But I'm going to lie on this. First lady or this grandma views. She is of no intermarriage or interracial marriages, because she's saying you can't marry someone who oppressed your grandparents. Now, in general, the reason why some black people will not support intermarriage or interracial marriages is this. Number one, is because of the historical and social context. The history of racial oppression and segregation, particularly in the United States, okay, is a significant factor in shaping attitudes towards interracial marriage among black people. For centuries, black people were denied basic human rights, subjected to slavery, and experienced systematic racism in every aspect of life. The relationship between black people and white people have often been imbalanced and shaped by this history of exploitation, which can lead to distrust or caution about interracial marriages. These are people who have at least age like 50 and above, 60 years and above. They understand this, and most of them will tell you that it's not good. It's not good to marry from this race. Even tribes, even our own tribes here in Africa, for example, between black people, there's some tribes who are being told by our peers or our people that you should not marry from this tribe. Number one, simply because 20 years or 30 or 60 years ago, their family killed people from our families. So there is this difference that we have in between. Okay? Now, I understand this grandma by saying that you can't marry someone who oppressed you. Yeah, I understand that fully. And this is because of this historical aggregation and discrimination, you know? So during the era of slavery, black people were often forced into relationship with white people, whether you like it or not, through rape through any means, okay? So interracial unions during the period were tied to power imbalances and violence. Later, during segregation, black people were legally prohibited from marrying white people. Now, this long history of discrimination and power dynamics can create complex emotion when it comes to interracial relationships, okay? And we know love and marriage is all about love. Yeah, if you love someone, the videos we have seen of these ladies, black ladies, who are saying that it's all about love. If you love someone, you don't think which color of his skin or her skin. You don't think if she has or he has wealth. But that's where we are losing our culture, attributes as black people. You cannot make decisions from emotions, crucial decisions. You can't, because the people who have made crucial decisions from emotions, they have end up doing things that have ruined their life or the life of the entire generation, his or her generation, simply because you didn't use brain, you used emotions. I don't know what you carry from that, but I'm just saying. So another thing that why black people may not advise you to marry from other race or interracial marriage is because of culture preservation and identity. Now, for example, some black people marry within their racial and cultural group as a way to preserve and celebrate cultural heritage. Now, the black community has a long history of forming strong cultural bond and collective identity as a response of centuries of oppression. Cultural traditionals, language, food, art, and families' values are often important aspects of this identity. Now, they marry within each other to preserve all this, their culture, identity, everything. I know you understand that. And when someone marries outside of their race, it may be perceived by others in the community as a rejection or dilution of those shared cultural experiences. This concern is not always about race itself, but rather about the fear of the other one's culture, their belief, and their history. Because I was being told by my grandma some days back, when you are going to marry from other tribe, for example, I'm a Luya. When I'm going to marry from other tribe like a Kikuyu, we will share the culture. I'll have to follow some of their culture. They'll have to follow some of our culture. And so our ancestors or our grandparents, they fear the culture from other community because some of them are not good to us. When, as a Luya, when you give birth to a boy child in a Luya community is a game. Every Luya man needs to have a boy, because we believe that this boy is the one who is going to take over your generation and to continuation of your generation. But in Kikuyu community, they don't care. They don't care when you give a girl or a boy. They don't care about that. So it is hard for intermarriages between races and tribes. So cultural preservation and identity makes some people or some group of black people not to accept interracial marriages, okay? Another thing is a concern about racial dynamics and understanding. Now, when you talk about this, it's about racial dynamics in relationship can be complicated, and for black people, the specific challenges they face due to racial discrimination may not always be fully understood or acknowledged by a partner who is from different racial background. If you have a partner from white race, will not understand what you are saying about I was discriminated, I was a slave. He or she will not understand what you're trying to talk. He will not understand that you are going through depression because of discrimination and segregation at workplace. He will not understand because he or she is not going through the same problem you are going through. Understand that? Yeah? So issues like systematic racism or dealing with the trauma of racial violence may not be something a partner who is not black will understand. And this is why you are being told, like, don't marry from other race, because black people may worry that their partner might not fully understand the lived experience of being black, especially if they haven't experienced discrimination or racism themselves. So in these cases, it's hard for your partner to support you emotionally because he does not know what you are going through, or she doesn't know that. Okay? So that is the reason why some black people, they are not of interracial marriages. Another thing is about community pressure. Many black people may feel pressure from their community to marry within their own race, both due to cultural norms and the way to maintain unity. Now, in many communities, the idea of staying true to one's is rooted by marrying someone who shares the same cultural experience with you. You understand that? So marrying from other race, especially if you're from black person. I know if even Indians or Asians, they intermarry themselves. It's very hard to see an Asian person or Indian girl marrying or getting married from different community or different race. So it's hard. So the reasons that grandma has gave out, somehow it is true. And it is important to recognize that the views of interracial marriages among black people are diverse because some they support, some they don't support. Those who support, they want to share their culture with other people, And some are for love. But personally, I said I will not say my view, but personally, I am for culture. Whatever the culture calls, I will go. Whatever the black culture calls me, whatever my ancestors say, I will do. Because I believe that my ancestors, who are the first of these on this earth, they are gods of their own. And God is using them. Yeah, I know that. So I will not go against them. And that's why we see saying, there is people are being cast, you are not getting rich, or blah, blah, blah. It's because you have left your own cultural guidance, you have left your own ancestors' guidance, and you have followed these Western experiences. Now, spiritually, you are not of us. Spiritually, you are following someone else's spirits. So it's their spirits to help you. On this issue of interracial marriages, right now, it's so hard to know where to fall as a Gen Zs. Gen Zs are for love, money, But the people who are old enough to understand, they will tell you, do not intermarry. Now, when I talk about that, let's go on the white people. I've seen videos of black or white pastors saying that even having a biracial kid is a sin. That's a white pastor saying that. Definitely, they do not want white people or to have black babies or mixed babies. They only want white babies and accept that. We talked about this some times back. So, if mixed babies is sin, then let's go clean. Until next episode, peace be with you.